Hello and welcome to another video with Gamers Class, guys. This is Shizzy Dota here, and today we're gonna be talking about some new items in the current patch that are very strong. I've tried most of these items personally in my pubs, and they've worked out really good so far. And I think it's something that you definitely want to try out in your pubs as well. But before you do, you want to know exactly what these items do. So, without any further ado, let's get right into the video. And the items that I want to talk about, well, first off, it's Orb of Corrosion. So this item, it gives you 150 health, okay? It costs 925 gold. It deals 3 damage per second, reducing armor by 3, slowing movement by 13%, and if the equipped hero is melee, uh, it will do 13%, or 4% if they are ranged, to make it more simple. Melee will do 13%, and range will do 4%, and it will last for 3 seconds. Now, it did get nerfed in 7.82b, now it has a 100 gold recipe. Before it was for 825, and it was actually broken in my opinion. Now, I think it's just okay, it's strong, gives you 150 health, which is really nice for the laning stage for most carries, because most carries just did not have any items to just naturally buy health. Like PA, Monkey, these heroes had like really low HP. So with the Orb of Corrosion, you're quite tanky. So it is definitely an item for most safe laners, even some off laners. I would recommend this, but for safe laners, it's really good. You want to keep in mind though, there are some safe laners that don't want to buy this, that just want to buy an Orb of Venom. For example, like an anti-mage. You don't really need that armor reduction or the HP, you just need that slow so you can zone heroes out. So that's something you want to keep in mind. You don't always want to rush Orb of Corrosion. In some lanes, you want to go for that Treads first or Phase Boots first or whatever. But you want to keep in mind that it is a very strong item for the laning stage. And then we have Witchblade. Now, this I would say is more of a mid lane item. It's actually quite good on heroes like Queen of Pain, Puck, Invoker, Clinks, even sometimes Morphling. Well, basically, it gives you 35 attack speed, 12 intelligence, 6 armor, and 300 projectile speed. Causes your next attack to apply a poison for 3 seconds, slowing by 25% and dealing 1 extra intelligence as damage every second. So, as you can see, it's a really good intelligence item. I think it's pretty good on Storm, even Cop, Puck, Invoker, these kind of ranged heroes that have a lot of intelligence on them as well at the same time. So yeah, I think Witchblade is definitely a good mid laner intelligence sort of an item, and you'll see a lot of mid laners buy this as well at the same time. And then we have the Gleipnir. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So 30 damage, 20 intelligence, 12 strength, and 12 agility. So to be honest, the stats are actually not that good for the cost. Like you could actually just buy a Scotty and you would actually get equal damage and more stats. But the good thing about it is that it roots all enemies in a target in a 450 radius for 2 seconds, and it deals 220 damage. On top of it, you have that passive chain lightning like a Maelstrom. And it's made up of small items, so you can actually transition into it slowly with a Maelstrom and so on and so forth. So I do think that this is an item for heroes like Arc Warden, Monkey King, Ember Spirit, heroes that like to catch people and keep them in one place so they can kill them. It's quite good on these kind of heroes. I think I've tried this on Monkey. It's really good. You use the Gleipnir, then you use your Wukong's command, then you use your Boundless Strike, and the enemy just cannot run away from your Wukong's command. It's quite good. I highly recommend trying this out in your pubs. Again, it's not something you want to rush. It's not the strongest item, but again, it's not the worst item as well. I would say it's just right in between. And then comes in the item that I really want to talk about in this patch, in this video, guys, which is these 3 blinks. Now, these 3 blinks, I would say, are broken. I would actually say they're just straight up broken. They're way too strong. Each and every one of them, you just want to know when to buy. So overwhelming blink is just like a normal blink. After teleportation, all enemies in 800 AoE have 50% movement speed slow, and 50 attack speed slow for 6 seconds. And they take damage equal to 200 plus 100% of your strength. Guys, that is crazy. Alright, in the late game, if you're a centaur with a heart, you're potentially doing 400 to 500 damage every time you blink in. Then you stun, then you use double edge, and boom, like, you know, this is just so strong. It's like insane. Alright, it's actually insane how strong it is. So this is just good for most offlaners, almost every offlaner actually. Even heroes like Underlord that don't want to buy a blink should buy this. LC, Centaur, you name it. It's just very strong. On top of it, there's the Arcane Blink, 25 intelligence. It will teleport you just like a normal blink, 1200 units away, but after teleportation, you gain 25% ability cooldown reduction and 50% cast point reduction. So this is like a really good item for mid laners, such as Puck, such as Bat Rider, such as Shadow Fiend. Again, there's a lot of other mid laners that can buy this, but these are the 3 that I can think of right now. Gives you 25 ability cooldown reduction, so when you blink in, most mid laners like to blink in and then use their spells, so they're gonna have a 25% cooldown reduction. Say you're lucky enough to have a spell prism and you've bought an Octarine core, boom, you have 60%, almost 60% cooldown reduction. There you go. You're just running at the enemy. And then 50% cast point reduction. So imagine you're a tinker, you're instantly rearming, you're instantly using those lasers, rockets, marches, you're instantly hexing people, you're instantly casting your Shadow Fiend ult, coil, silence, you name it. It's crazy. Alright, and then we have the Swift Blink. Gives you 25 passive agility. It works like a normal dagger, but after teleportation, you gain 40% phase movement, 50 attack speed, and 50 attack damage for 6 seconds. Now, it does not sound a lot, guys, 50 attack speed and 50 attack damage for the cost, but I will tell you this, it's actually really good. If you think about it, you're actually getting 75 damage and 75 attack speed if you're an agility hero, because you're getting 25 agility anyways, right? So you will have 40 phase movement speed, 75 attack speed, and 75 attack damage for 6 seconds, which is insane. Now, about the Swift Blink, I've tried it out in my pubs personally, and every single game I did, I snowballed, and I actually just won those games like no problem. Seriously, it was really good, and I just want to show you guys. So I bought it in this game. I bought it in both of these 2 troll games, and I think it's like an item that you want to buy it on the 2nd or the 3rd slot, like I did over here. The thing is, this helps you farm really fast as well. That's the thing. It helps you farm so fast. It's insane. You have 40% phase movement speed. Like you're literally running around the map, and then you have that blink as well. So let's say you get into a bad spot, you can just blink out. And if you want to run at people, you can run at people as well. If you're just farming, you can farm really fast as well. This helps you at Roche, helps you with sieging. It's like you can activate this extra attack speed and attack damage whenever you want to. If you want to run away, you can blink out and you have that phase movement speed. But one thing you want to keep in mind is that you want to constantly use this. If you just have it as a passive item and you're just using it to blink around, then it's not going to be worth it. You obviously always want to use it to get more value out of it. So yeah, I mean, I've played this. I've played with this item on most heroes, most carries, and I think it's really good. I highly recommend playing this item, like playing with this item in your pubs, and I think you're gonna have a higher success rate. The last item I want to talk about is the Mage Slayer. Now, this is an item that is good against certain heroes, such as Lesh. It's actually the best against Lesh, okay, and it's really good on heroes like Slark, sometimes Anti-Mage. It's really good on PL as well. The idea is that it gives you 20 magic resistance. That's the basic idea of buying this. And it gives you 20 agility and 20 damage. Normally you buy a hood, and a hood is worth around, oh, let's have a look at exact amount. So it's 1500, but it gives you nothing. Regeneration and magic resistance, that's it. Now this right here, it gives you the equal magic resistance, but it gives you 20 agility and 20 damage. So you basically have a slot that is giving you more value as a carry. As a carry, you don't want to have a hood in your item slot, even though it's quite cheap. You don't care about um, expensive or cheap because you're a carry. You already have a lot of gold, right? So you will have one slot, but that slot is giving you 20 agility, 20 damage, and places a debuff when you attack enemies, causing them to do 35 less spell damage for 4 seconds, which is just so good. It's pretty good against Zeus and Lesh. Basically heroes that just do magical damage. I think it's good against Puck, Batrider, these kind of heroes. Works the best against Lesh and Zeus. I think that's it for this video, guys. I think I've talked about all the items that I personally feel like are just very, very strong in this patch. I do recommend trying these items out in your pubs. Remember, guys, you have to be innovative and you have to be trying new stuff in Dota to actually excel and succeed in your pubs and your overall Dota gameplay. So do try them out on your Smurf or your main if you want to take the risk. Thanks for watching, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Shizzy Dota signing out.